Now, Tiger, I was interested in the Time Magazine interview you did, and in your interviews here earlier in the week, and it almost sounds to me like there's a different perspective and a different view at your career, your health at this time in your life. And I don't know if is it age? I mean, you sound like the grizzled old veteran now in some ways. Is there a bit of a concession to the health? I don't think it's resignation. I think you're going to fight with everything you have to get back and get playing. But is there a difference?
The difference is that the health is different than what it used to be. And the spring back from a joint, like having all my knee surgeries I've had over the years, it's so different than having a nerve. And that's probably the recognition that I think you're seeing, is that I understand that this is very different. Does that mean I'm not going to rehab, I'm not going to train, and not going to try and fight to get back? Of course I am. I'm far from being done, but I have to be patient, which is I am not very good at when it comes to that side of it. The golf part, when I'm on a golf course, I can be very patient, but when it comes to this stuff, I love to train, I love to bust my butt, I love to get out there and try and get better. But this is the complete flip side. They're telling me that I can't do anything in order to get better. And that was a hard transition for me to understand and wrap my head around, because it's so counterintuitive of how I've always been.
You've said that you don't know what the timeline is for you to come back. Is there a timeline for when you can start rehab, or is there no timeline
there
on that either?
There isn't, and that's what I've had to try and wrap my head around, and that's what I think that's one of the reasons why you saw the interviews the way they were, is that I had to take a different perspective, a different look at it, and step back and say, okay, well, I can't do much. Actually, I can't do anything at all in order to get better. Eventually, it's going to be a step-by-step, and eventually I'm going to start getting into the rehab process, and then I'm going to start really going. But when? I don't know. And is that hard? Yeah, absolutely it's hard. It's like when I used to run with my Spec Op buddies, and so how far are we going for a run? Just run. We could run for 3 miles, we could run 12, 13, we don't know. We just go for a run, and that's hard to wrap your mind around sometimes. You just kind of go with it, and this is kind of like that, is that I don't really know what the light in the end of the tunnel, where do I start, when do I start, and then the progression once I get there. That's hard, because when I ruptured my ACL and I had that surgery, you're back in 9 months, okay? Is it tough? Absolutely. Is it painful? Yeah, but you're back in 9 months. Here, they're not saying anything.
Roger still goes on runs with his buddies like that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going 3 miles or 12
Yes.
miles, Terry. I don't know.
And video games only take up so much time, I think.